Corpses of 180 soldiers who died in the war in Ukraine have been brought to the Russian city of Ulyanovsk, according to local residents who broadcast images from the airport. A local resident, who took pictures of planes and cars carrying dead bodies, said that it was the first time that so many corpses of soldiers were brought to the city by 2 planes simultaneously. More than 30 of them will be taken to the Republic of Tatarstan.
В Ульяновске на аэродроме сегодня вообще кошмар. Очень большая партия пришла, 2 борта, 180 человек и, похоже, 30 машин все в Татарстан, блин. Не знаю, сейчас сын едет, приедет, скажет, откуда машины были. Ну, большая партия, никогда такого не было. По 2 самолета стали отправлять.
23 машины сегодня. Или 24, потому что там еще сзади еще едут машины 4-5. Сегодня самая большая партия, похоже, потому что сколько раз ездил. Было поменьше машин. А в этот раз прям кошмар. Да, еще сзади вон заезжает и заезжает народ.
After the recent drone attack, the Novoshakhtinsk oil refinery plant was forced to suspend the operation of 2 primary oil processing plants, Reuters reports. Novoshakhtinsk refinery began its activity in 2009 and has a capacity of 5.6 million tons. Here, oil is processed into fuel oil, furnace and ship fuel, and they also produce straight gasoline. Recall on the night of December the 19th, a Ukrainian drone attacked the Novoshakhtinsk oil plant located 100 kilometers from Rostov-on-Don. Yuri Slyosar, governor of Rostov region, reported this. As a result of the UAV attack, there was a fire in Novoshakhtinsk. During the attack, the AVT-2.5-2 unit with a capacity of 7,140 tons per day was damaged. It provides half of the plant's total output. Videos and photos of the fire captured by eyewitnesses were shared on Russian Telegram channels and local community pages. According to local residents, before the fire broke out at the Novoshakhtinsk refinery, it was attacked by a large number of drones. An eyewitness told Astra that explosions were heard over the city for about 40 minutes at night, and small arms fire was also heard as the Russians tried to shoot down the drones. According to Andriy Kovalenko, head of the Center for Countering Disinformation, the oil refinery in Novoshakhtinsk plays an important role in Russia's defense industry. Diesel fuel and jet fuel are critical resources for military equipment, tanks, armored vehicles, and aviation. The plant supplies these types of fuel to the Russian army, Kovalenko explained. At the same time, the plant's proximity to the Ukrainian border makes it strategically important for the enemy in terms of logistics. Lubricants, fuel additives, and other products manufactured by the plant can be used both in the civilian sector and in military production, he added, noting that this makes the refinery a military target. It should be noted that this is not the first attack on this oil refinery. Due to regular attacks, the company periodically suspends its work, which negatively affects the production of petroleum products. Ukraine regularly carries out drone attacks on oil refineries in the Russian Federation. These actions are aimed at weakening Russia's military infrastructure. Attacks on Russian refineries also affect the domestic fuel market in Russia, leading to rising prices and a reduction in oil product exports. The US $500 million aid package for Ukraine includes AGM-88 HARM high-speed anti-radiation missiles. These missiles have been in use by Ukraine's armed forces for 3 years now and, according to military personnel, effectively blind enemy air defense systems by destroying Russian radars. According to Espresso TV, the AGM-88 HARM, or high-speed anti-radiation missile, is an American high-speed anti-radar missile. It was designed for Western-made aircraft to neutralize Soviet-era air defense systems and radar stations emitting electronic signals. The missile was introduced into service in 1983 as a replacement for the AGM-45 Shrike and is capable of locking onto high-frequency radar systems. It is resistant to traditional countermeasures, such as turning off the radar or changing operating frequencies. The missile calculates the target's location and can strike even if the radar system is shut down. The first reports of AGM-88 HARM missiles being used in Ukraine came from Russian sources on August 7, 2022, when remnants of the missile were discovered at Russian positions. An inscription on a piece of tail fin indicated the origin of the missile. At the time, no official announcements had been made about their transfer to Ukraine, sparking speculation among military experts. These missiles are typically integrated with American or European fighter jets, none of which were in Ukraine's arsenal at the time. Initially, some suggested that Ukraine had developed ground-based launch systems for these missiles. Later, the Pentagon confirmed the supply of these missiles to Ukraine. It was eventually revealed how Ukraine's Air Force managed to adapt these weapons for use without American aircraft. A video presented by the Air Force Command on August 30th, 2022, dedicated to Ukrainian pilot Yevhen Lysenko, who heroically died in an air battle with the Russian occupiers, shed light on this issue. After analyzing the video, the Defense Express authors explained how the MiG-29 was adapted to use the HARMs. For this purpose, a transitional pylon was used, which houses all necessary equipment for pre-launch preparation of the missile. Thanks to it, one MiG can carry 2 AGM-88 HARMs. Serhiy Zgurets, CEO of Defense Express, highlighted in his column for Espresso TV that the integration of HARM missiles into Ukrainian aviation represents a unique blend of modern technology and innovation solutions. This integration has enabled HARM missiles to effectively clear the sky for Ukrainian forces. In the case of Ukrainian MiG-29 fighters, a transition pylon, a device between the wing and the missile, was used to install HARM missiles, which packs all the necessary equipment so that the missile is prepared for launching at enemy targets before launch. It seems simple, but in fact, it required a number of difficult decisions that had to be made in an extremely short time. It took several weeks of such exhausting but effective work, and today we have a new type of weapon. Zgurets wrote. Serhiy Zgurets explained that the MiG-29 is used to hit predetermined battlefield targets. To fire, the pilot ascends to a specific altitude and launches the missile. The HARM missile, with a range of 150 kilometers, then independently locates active enemy radar and destroys it. If the radar is turned off, the missile can still strike the target based on predetermined coordinates. It was later revealed that HARM missiles were integrated not only into the MiG-29 but also into the Su-27.